Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first is from Legitimate Way 2346. Am I the beehole for assuming the food at a birthday party would be free? My friend Jess, a 19-year-old female, threw a birthday party for her boyfriend, Jake, a 20-year-old male, on Friday evening. She invited around 8 of us on a group chat after working out the date and saying, "Alrighty, let's do this at 6:30 tonight. Be there or be square. Jake's house, ordering pizzas, so plan accordingly. I.e., eat before if you can't eat pizza / don't want any. Text me your questions. Thank you." We, all of us, 19 to 20, turned up. Jess put out the chips and water. Everyone ate the snacks and we talked. Jess went to pick up the pizza that she ordered. Everyone had a few slices and the rest of the evening was great. We played some games, had some snacks. The next day, Jess texted the group chat, "Hey everyone, for food and drinks and such from last night, I spent around $60. Can everyone transfer me $7? I was surprised, as I have never been to a birthday party where the food was provided and then charged for said provisions. Yesterday, Saturday, I texted the group chat, "Hey, is it common practice at parties for the host to ask for money / compensation after? If the host wants to split the cost of the party, I think that should be discussed first." Yeah, I agree with you, OP. That should be first. Jake said he was sure we discussed this at the party, but I disagreed. Then he added, "Okay, even if you did discuss it at the party, that's something you discuss way before the party, like in the group chat before, anybody can show up and waste their time and gas to go to the party. I would suggest checking beforehand in that case, respectfully, and I'm not trying to have a tone. It seems unreasonable for me to assume free food without confirming it, then take issue later with your assumption that doesn't hold. The hell do you mean assume it's free food? It's a birthday party. Everyone, you know what I mean? Ever since the dawning of my existence, we've gone to birthday parties and people provide the food. And when we have parties, not even birthday parties, but when we had parties, we didn't charge people for the food. That's just the way it is. You don't do that. I don't get this little gaslighting crap they're trying to do for you. Were they trying to get some free food off of you guys and charge you guys all money for it? I'm guessing. But back to it. Am I the beehole for expecting free food? ETA, as a few people have asked, yes, I chipped in on the gift for Jake. That's what I would chip in for, a gift. That'd be cool, but not the food. He was not expecting it and was absolutely thrilled. I'm happy I got to help bringing that much joy. Also, I know the math is weird for the pizza. There were around 8 of us, all 19 to 20 years old. I rounded the cost as it was more specific. Just ease of understanding the post. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, so OP, you're definitely not the beehole. I'm pretty sure many of us been to parties and none of us had to pay for the food. Heck, I've been to weddings and I haven't had to pay for the food. So that was not normal for me. I think they were just trying to get him a birthday party for free basically, and they succeeded. Now I see people saying it's just $7. Very true, it's just $7, but it's $7 that you didn't anticipate spending that you shouldn't have to spend, and that's what gets me. Plus the little gaslighting crap like, "I'm sure we discussed this." Nah, you didn't. They were trying to trick you and mess with you guys. Now it sucks you had to give up the $7 you weren't planning to, but it was $7 to see what type of people they were and to see that you shouldn't waste your time with them. So I'd say giving up $7 to not deal with these people again is pretty cheap when you learn, what type of person they are. Because yeah, they're gonna keep pulling crap like this on you guys. They blatantly lied to you and had no problems lying to your face again about saying, "We totally discussed this." OP, I wouldn't stay around these type of people. It may be little right now, but they're gonna keep doing things like this, and it's gonna keep bugging you and bugging you. So OP, not the beehole. Eat the $7 and then not deal with them ever again. And our next one comes from More Real 4329. Am I the beehole for continuing to work for the man who cheated on my sister? My sister's engagement recently ended because her fiance cheated on her. I also happened to work for him because he hired me when nobody else would. I was unemployed for 8 months, and after 2 straight layoffs, I hated that he cheated on her, but he's actually the best boss I've ever had, and it's my favorite job I've ever had. I don't want to go into the specifics of what I do, but it's the first job that I've actually had fun at. Oh, now I really want to know what you do, OP, if you're having fun at your job. It pays better than anywhere else I've worked. Come on, man, you gotta tell me where you work so I can go try to do it. And is super flexible, hence why I'm not working today or on a Wednesday. My sister and my parents think I'm being disloyal by continuing to make money for him despite what he did to her. Man, I can see this from both ways. This is gonna be a real tricky one. I do feel bad, but he didn't do anything to me, so it's conflicting, I guess. After they broke up, he called me into his office and basically said, I'm sure your sister told you what led us to breaking up, and I'm sorry about it, but I want you to know I value you as an employee, and you're still welcome here as long as you want. I believe him because I actually got a promotion just a couple months ago, and I'm really valuable here. My sister and parents think at least I should start looking for a new job, but honestly, I'm super happy here. Me and him get along great at work, and just don't talk about personal stuff, so it hasn't really been a distraction either. Am I the beehole for staying here regardless of what he did? Oh man, this is a tough one, OP. I know if someone cheated on my sister, I'd be out for blood. And if I worked for them, it's tough, man, because you need to make a living. It's been 8 months and you finally find a place that you love and enjoy working for. Man, I think I would try my damnedest to talk it out with my sister and see that, hey, I need this to survive, and that, I won't even mention him, but you got to be ready to have your relationship strained with your sister, because I can absolutely see why she sees this as a betrayal. God, that sucks so much. OP, I could see both sides. If I were you, I wouldn't quit, because you need to keep a roof over your head and you need to keep yourself full. You need to eat. Maybe, like they said, look for a new job, but take your time. So maybe things can just not change after a while and people just kind of drop it. Maybe you can just kind of run the clock out and hey, maybe you'll luck out and find a job that you like and then you can just go there and problem solved. But OP, ay, ay, ay. Not the beehole, but it's gonna be rough for you, man. And our final one comes from Annoyed Third Wife. Would I be the beehole if I told my husband's ex-wife she doesn't have a chance with my husband? Would I be the beehole if I finally told my husband's ex-wife to stop disrespecting my marriage and to stop thinking she has a chance with my husband? My husband and I have been together for 9 years this June. Throughout my entire marriage, his ex-wife will text him things like, "Don't you wish you and I were still together? Hope you feel better, and if you and I were still together, I'd be taking care of you better than she is." Wow, she sounds like one of those guys, those nice guys. "Why'd you get with him? He's a jerk." She sounds kind of like that. "Why don't you break up with her?" And the most recent ones, "You looked good today. Maybe one day I'll get my body back to the way I want it and someone will want me. LOL. For context, they have kids together. Okay. That explains why he just doesn't, block her and be done with her. Yeah, kids. So she's invited to family functions so he can see his kids. Otherwise, she does not allow the kids to see him without her present. Not being that he's a bad dad, he has custody of other kids. But because it's her way of making sure she still gets to see him as well. Edit. My husband has multiple times told her to knock it off there, so there's no chance the two of them will get together. She just continues with her nonsense. Ay, 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 with having, custody of the children, that's probably going to make it impossible to completely cut that woman out of your life, unless he decides to give up custody or he fights for full custody. I would use these texts and court to see if you can maybe use it as a way to get some sort of full custody, because this is harassment. He's told her multiple times to stop and she still keeps going. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know anything about, custody battles or anything like that. I know they are rough and horrible on everyone, but maybe this is a way to get full custody so you guys can finally find a way to cut this woman out of your life, because it sounds like she's not going to stop. She sounds like a bloody ice cell. "Oh man, I could totally treat you better than her, baby." Oh, God, jeez. I wonder why why they divorced, and why he's with you for 9 years, so it's not him. Although it kind of sucks that it sounds like he has multiple children out there. That's kind of a problem with him too. But OP, I'm gonna say you're not the beehole for not doing it yet, but you would be the beehole to do it. And I get why you'd want to do it, because I'd probably want to do it too. But that's just gonna escalate things, and then it's gonna give her more reason to be like, look how she treats me, blah 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 blah. And she might end up trying to use that against you guys. So don't do it. I would seriously try to look into if you can use this as a way to get full custody in court, and then just cut her off. Because yeah, you opening that can of worms is it's not gonna fix anything. It's probably just gonna make her ramp up her harassment of you guys. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me, and can you please do what I said in the beginning, and like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out, it helps it grow, and it helps to get more videos like this. Velvet out.